Hi, it's Mark Collins here, and on this video I'd like to talk through how to complete tasks 2 and 4. So for both of those tasks we ask you to upload a link to an audio file for the things that we've asked you to do in that task. So there's a number of ways you can do this, as with anything, and you can use your mobile device to do that. So if you're familiar with uploading and using links and cutting and pasting links on your mobile device, then by all means do it that way. I think the easiest way to do it is on the web version of the MKM software, and then that allows you to use your PC, your Mac, your desktop, whatever it is you're using, and I think it just a little bit of an easier process to follow. So it's going to be the same process for both of the tasks, but I'm just going to use task 1 as the example, but you need to do exactly the same thing when you're uploading the link for task number 4 as well. So I've logged into my account on MKM here, and I'm going to click on assessments, and I'm going to complete elevator pitch, so task number 2. And as you can see, I've already had an attempt at this before, but I'm going to create a new one to share with my supervisor. So I've got a new assessment, and within task 2 and task 4 there's a little bit of information there explaining what we want you to do and why you want to do it. But ultimately, once we've done that, we're going to end up with an audio file. So I've put a couple of YouTube videos into the resources section as well, which just talks through how to use either an Android phone or an iPhone in order to record audio files. The other option you may do is use a dictaphone or use a webcam or a microphone on your computer. So there's lots of different ways to record an audio file. But essentially what we need is an audio file that we can get on your hard drive of your PC, and then we can then link that to your SHU Google Drive account. So if you've never used Google Drive before, this is something you get free access to as a student at SHU, and it's something that I use a huge amount. So if you've never come across it before, I think you should definitely have a look at it in terms of maybe using it for other pieces of work. But one thing it is good for is sharing work and being able to collaborate with each other on a piece of work as well. And as I say, as a student at SHU, you do get a large memory on Google Drive for you to use with your work. If you use something similar to Google Drive like Dropbox or one of the other variants of kind of the cloud storage, then by all means use that for this task as well, and use that to create a link to share with your supervisor. So if you've not done it before, the easiest way to find Google Drive is to just go into a search engine and search Google Drive, and you'll come up with this page here, or one similar, I'm sure. I'm using Chrome as my browser, but which obviously integrates quite nicely with Google Drive, with both of them being developed by Google. But if you're using Internet Explorer, Safari, Firefox, one of the other variants, then it'll look pretty similar. And it's the same process you need to follow. So I'm going to go to Google Drive, and because I've used it before on this computer, it's remembered my username and password and takes me straight through to the drive. If this is the first time you've done it, then if you look in the top right hand corner, you can see my username and password up here. I'll just draw a box around that for you. So to log on to this, it's your ordinary username for SHU. So mine's HWBMLC. So yours will be a variant of that, followed by @my.shu.ac.uk, and then it's your ordinary SHU username and password, and then that'll take you through to Google Drive. And we can see here, if we look in the top left hand corner now, we can see I'm on Google Drive and it's linked to my Sheffield Hallam University account, so we're ready to go. So I've recorded an audio file on my phone, and I've uploaded it onto my desktop of my computer, and I now want to share it with my supervisor. So what I'm going to do is just go into anywhere in this page here. I'm going to right click and I'm going to upload file, and it's on my desktop there, and there's task 2. So, and we can see down in the right hand corner it's uploading. So I've just recorded a really short file just for the purposes of this video, just to so it doesn't take too long. If you're recording task number 4, which is up to maybe around 15 minutes, then that's potentially quite a large file. So it may take a few minutes to upload. So just leave that ticking over and don't get too impatient and start clicking away. And eventually it will upload into your Google Drive account. So mine's sat here now and I want to share it with my supervisor. To do that, I just need to do a couple of things. So the first thing I need to do is change the settings so that anybody that I want to, anybody who has this link, can view and listen to this audio file. So I'm going to click on share and I'm going to go click on get shared link, and then on that drop box there I'm going to click there and click more. And we've got a number of different options here, ranging from where you could just, this is just for future reference if you use it again, you can have it so anyone can Google it and find it with no user, with no sign-in required, or you can share it with anybody who's got the link. So that's the one that we're going to do. Or you can have it so you can invite specific people to do that. So we're going to go for anyone with this link. So anyone you email this link to or share with will be able to listen to this file. So I'm going to click save now, and then I'm going to right click on there and I'm going to copy it, and that's it done. So that's ready to be shared now. I can go back to MKM and I can type in here's my audio file, and I can paste that, which now lets my supervisor see that. So I'm going to click finish and then complete this response, and I'm not going to tick anything here because I don't want to restrict who can see this in terms of the supervisors. So I'm just going to click complete this response, and then that's that completed, and you'll be able to see there that that's what you and your supervisor will be able to see. They'll then be able to click on that and listen to your audio file and give you some feedback on that. So if you have any problems on this in your first instance, then contact your supervisor and I'm sure they'll talk you through this. It's something that the first time you do it, it might take you a little bit of time, but actually once you've done it once, it's a really straightforward process. And I think Google Drive's a really nice piece of software that's really usable for lots of different settings. So I hope that's been useful. If you've got any problems or queries, as ever, get in contact with me.